It's summer! Summer. Well, it's almost summer. It's almost summer. Hey everyone, it is Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, and I am here to tell you 5 tips to have the best summer ever. Now, depending on where you are in the world, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, then you might be experiencing what is about to be summer. I am in the United States, so June 21st is technically the first day of summer. And I am so excited. I love warm weather. I love things being hot. I love wearing shorts. I love wearing sandals. I just love all things summer. So I am a big summer fanatic. So if you are not enjoying the spring and you're like, Tiffany, I don't think the summer is going to be any better, then definitely watch this video because I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to have the best summer. So of course, you guys, as always, make sure you share, like, and subscribe this video to other women that you know want to have an amazing, beautiful, confident life. All right, let's go. Tip number 1, plan and go on a fun trip. Now you might say, well, Tiffany, I didn't plan a trip in the spring and that takes planning and that takes time. Don't worry about any of that. When I say go on a fun trip, it doesn't have to be some exotic place in another part of the world. It can just be a trip, like a day trip somewhere nearby. Maybe you drive to the mountains, maybe you drive to the beach. Maybe you just drive to a city that you don't normally drive to. You know, it just depends on where you live. But the great thing about the summertime is that because it's warm, if you're in a northern state where normally in the winter you get a lot of snow, in the summertime, there's no snow. So you have the opportunity to take advantage of going places that you normally wouldn't go in the winter because it's the summertime. The sun is out, it's beautiful, it's warm. So take advantage of that opportunity. And heck, if you want to, just go to a fun park or somewhere in your city and make it a staycation. The point is, take a fun trip and get out of the house, get out of your norm. Go do something somewhere else. The reason that I love taking trips, whether it's an hour drive, a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive to the beach, to the mountains, to another city, is because I like to experience new things. I like to meet new people. I like to see the sights. I just love to travel and explore and put something new into my experience. It really takes me out of my norm and really gives me an excitement, something to look forward to. So again, whether you plan some massive vacation that you go somewhere for the summer, or if you just take a day trip, maybe an hour or 2 hours away, the point is get out of your normal environment and go on a fun trip to really get your summer off to a great start. Tip number 2, have a cookout. Now it can be a backyard cookout, it can be a cookout at a park, it doesn't matter, but have a cookout. And when I was a kid, my family used to throw these massive cookouts like every weekend. People would come over to the house, family and friends and people, our neighbors down the street. They would play music, they would have food on the grill. It was a lot of fun. The kids would be playing games. But you can throw a cookout with just 2 to 3 people. It doesn't have to be massive. It doesn't have to be big. A cookout can be whatever you want. And yes, I'm saying cook out, but you really don't have to cook. You could even have pre-prepared food and just bring it to your backyard. Or you can have friends that bring food, you know, like a potluck. So you can make it your own, but the best thing about summer is, again, being able to sit outside, maybe in your backyard, or if you decide to go to a park, and to sit with your friends and positive people that you really enjoy and eat and talk and drink and just be merry and really enjoy yourself. So when I say have a cookout, you can make it your own. What I really love to do is to get decorations from like a party store, put some decorations up, maybe some tiki lamps, and really make it fun, actually give it a theme. So there's so many ways you can have fun when it comes to a cookout. The bottom line is enjoy yourself, let loose, enjoy the fact that you have warm weather and you can step outside and really enjoy the environment. Number 3, and this kind of goes along with the cookout theme, play some fun games. And when I say games, outdoor games, games that get you outside. There's so many games that especially for adults that you can play outside, whether that be ping pong, you can set up a ping pong table, horseshoes where you're throwing the horseshoes at the little stick in the ground. You can play cornhole. Now, if you've never played that, trust me, it's a lot of fun. All you're doing is throwing a bag full of, I guess, corn into a little hole. But the bottom line is that you enjoy yourself, whether it be outdoor volleyball, you can just set up a little net. It doesn't have to be super expensive to set this stuff up, whether it's in your backyard or at a park. You could even buy like a little putt-putt set and set up a little putt-putt, course in your backyard. The point is, go outside and play, have fun, make it a day. It could be a part of your cookout, or you can just invite friends over and say, hey guys, we're gonna have a play date. Everybody come over, we're gonna have some games outside and have different games. Whatever you choose. The bottom line is play. Do something fun just for the heck of it. It's warm, it's the summertime. Get some drinks, laugh, put on a little bit of music. Enjoy yourself and enjoy yourself outside and feel that feeling of what it means to be a kid again. I'm telling you, it's gonna make you have fun, it's gonna make you get excited, and it's gonna give you something to look forward to and take your mind off the week and off the world. Number 4, shop at a farmer's market. Now I know you're like, Tiffany, what the heck? Oh, how is that gonna make my summer amazing? Let me tell you, first of all, farmer's market have fresh fruit and vegetables. All the food, literally for the most part, depending on the farmer's market, comes straight from the farmer. So farmer's markets are great places to get some fresh fruit and vegetables, and they do, some of them have organic sections, or you can ask the person if it's organic. I used to live not too far from an international farmer's market, so it was actually indoors, but they had food from all over the world at this farmer's market. It was amazing. I also a lot of times had the opportunity to go to outdoor, smaller farmers markets where local farmers would bring their food. The good thing about farmers markets, especially nowadays, it's not just farmers. A lot of times you have people in the community that are selling homemade items like, blankets and candles and pictures and just different decorative things that you can buy for your house. Even, wooden, hand carved little art pieces. So farmers markets, number one, they open you up to people who are outside enjoying the weather. You get to buy fresh fruit and vegetables. You get to even spend money on local artists or people in your community that are selling things. So not only are you getting all those things, you actually contribute to the community by paying people from your local community that have either grown fruits and vegetables or have created different items to sell. So you're putting your money back into your community. So there are a number of reasons why I love going to farmers markets. But if you have never been to a farmers market, look it up in your neighborhood. Look up farmers markets in your community. Go online and Google it or whatever you have to do. And I promise you, you're gonna find some really cute farmers markets and you're gonna think to yourself, why haven't I done this before? Now, the fifth thing for you to do is to either watch the sunrise or the sunset, depending on if you're a morning or an evening person. I'm a morning person. I love to get up with the sun, watch the sunrise, take in all the sun rays. The thing about watching a sunrise, number one, it calms the mind. To be able to wake up and see the sun as the first thing that your brain is taking in. The sunlight itself has been known to give you energy, to just lift your mood. If you're going through some anxiety or depression, it might make you feel better. And as a boost, you can say some affirmations as the sun is rising, like, I am so thankful to see this beautiful sun. I'm so thankful for my life. I'm so thankful for the earth. So that just adds to the experience of watching the sun rise and seeing all the pretty colors as that sun is coming up, hearing the birds chirping. Even the animals get excited about the sun. So watch the sunrise. It is an amazing part to the summer and it helps you start your day off fresh and ready to take on a day. Or if you are a night owl, you can watch the sunset, literally watching the sun go down. You get some of the same benefits, getting some sunlight on your skin, kind of boosting your mood. And it's a great way to end your day, to really take in all the things and just contemplate and reflect on a day, probably sitting in silence, watching the sun go down, seeing all the pretty colors that come out into the sky, the blues and the pinks and the purples when the sun is going down. And also, again, take that opportunity to say some affirmations to end your day on a good note. I'm so thankful for my day. I'm so thankful to be alive. I'm so thankful to be safe. I'm so happy with myself. I love myself. I love the earth. I love the sunset. Whatever it is, it just helps you to end your day on a positive note. So whether you do both or one, watching the sunset, watching the sunrise, or watching the sunset, the idea is let that be one part of your summer routine, and I promise you, you won't regret it. Now, the bonus is if you can do all these things within one day. I've done them all in one day before. I've traveled, taken a day trip to the beach before, and in that area went to a farmer's market. And then later on, played some games. And in between that, went to, of course, a cookout with some friends and played games. And of course, started my day off watching the sunrise and eventually watching it set. So I have done all of these things within one day. But it feels so good just to have these experiences that really can be free. You don't really have to pay for these experiences. They're really inexpensive, or of course you can spend money, whatever it is you want to do. But the bottom line is, these are experiences that help you just be thankful for the weather, for the environment, for friends, for family, and it really helps bring in the joy. So these are things that you don't have to pay a lot of money for to do, but the experience of them will bring you joy. And part of what I do as a women's life coach is to help women see the joy right in front of them in their lives every single day, no matter what. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you have done any of these things. I've done all of them. And if they have added to your joy. And if not, what is the one thing from this list that you plan to do this summer? Of course, guys, you can also catch me at my website, www.cccwomen'sempowerment.com. The link is in the description. If you want more of Tiffany, more of an understanding of my life coaching, my courses, all of my media, anything, go to my website. As always, I hope you have a beautiful summer. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe. And I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.